Hey, hi, it's Tom Panos here. I'm in Queensland, just finished speaking at Be Phenomenal, and I've just been listening to Chris Gilmour, who's also spent 90 minutes. Hi, Chris.
How you going, Tom?
How you going?
Yeah, really well.
Mate, I wanted to use this opportunity. You've just come off stage. I've listened to what you've had to say. I've taken some notes on my iPhone. I've got to say, I really enjoyed your talk.
Cool.
And I want, during the next 25 minutes, maybe just to get some of those key nuggets that we talked about in the presentation that I thought were world class, and I thought it was a great presentation.
Cool, thank you.
The first thing is, Chris, you write good numbers, don't you? I mean, give me an idea. You write close to $1 million a year?
Yeah, over $1 million for the last 2 years. This year I'm on target. Budget's 107 homes at 1.2 million.
Right. You also own the office?
Yeah, I'm one of the directors of the company. Yeah, definitely.
How many offices is there?
We've got 3.
And you've been in real estate how long?
5 years.
And what's the company called?
All Properties Group.
Okay, and it's in Brisbane?
Yeah, Brisbane, south side of Brisbane.
Alrighty. I want to focus the conversation more on the sales side and not on running the 3 offices,
sure.
Because my audience is salespeople. Most of the people, Chris, I work with or are in my group of subscribers are people that are writing 300 and they want to get to the 500, 700, 900.
Yep.
You've gone down that path, haven't you? You've gone as someone that's written a certain amount, got better. What have the 5 years been like for you in terms of...
Look, every year's been different, and every year's more of a learning process. You know, first year we wrote 135,000. My goal when I first got into real estate was to earn 6 figures for 100,000. I thought that would be really good. Then I got a bit of training, a bit of coaching, went to all the seminars, and just sort of worked out this career, this game I call it, pretty quickly. And we turned 135 into 880 second year. And so I didn't double it, 4 times it. So
that's gross comp.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you've gone from 135 to 835.
Yeah, to 880.
To 880.
And then the last 3 years have been over $1 million. So.
Okay. So you talked about you do letterbox dropping 50 times a week. Yeah. Explain that.
Yeah, 50 times a year, so once a week. So every
Sorry,
Friday.
50 times a year, not
Yeah. I'd be a fit bugger.
Yeah.
But it was just one thing that I started doing. I was told to do it at the beginning, so I've just kept up doing it. I think where my stuff is different, because everyone can letterbox drop, but I think the information that I'm actually giving out it actually gets read.
Right.
Like it actually gets inside. So I think that's one strategy why it does work for me. I've sort of worked out what my area likes and what they want to hear.
Okay, give me an example of something that is a thing that your vendors are looking forward to getting, or people in your community are looking forward to getting.
Okay, so if I'm just doing a normal DL sold flyer, I'll have the listing price to sold price. I'll have the days on the market.
Yeah.
I'll have vendor marketing, how much they paid for the investment. I'll have the number of buyers, the amount of telephone calls, the amount of inspections. So we're giving them a lot of information about what happened around that campaign of that property. I only do the sold flyers. That's not everything. The sold flyers is what I call fillers. They just fill in each week before, but it's my newsletter, the 8-page newsletter that I do. That's all about community based, what's happening in the community, what crime's been going on, what's happening at the local school, what's happening with local businesses. I do a piece in there called Your Story where I'll interview a local resident and get their story. So it's not about me, it's all about them.
Yeah.
And it's just, I think, interesting for the other people to read. They might have a local business, you might be the local Sparky. Well, why do you live here? What do you love about the area? And this is the business that you do. So you're just always helping out the community.
Okay, and you made an interesting point. You're not sending out things out saying, hey, it's Chris Gilmour, look at me, I'm great. You're sending stuff that's actually making them smarter because they've read that stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like decorating tips, how to improve your home, what buyers are looking for in our Pacific area, the type of buyers that are buying in our area. I think a lot of the messages that people put out, like I get them in my letterbox every day, Tom, and it says thinking of selling. Well, that message to me is only call me if you are thinking of selling. But if you're not thinking of selling in the next 6 years, don't bother me. Sort of thing, and it's the wrong message.
I've got to tell you, as I was listening to you talk, that was gold, where you said people put, if you're thinking of selling, call, and the way you explained it is in code language, that is, I don't care about you, I care about your money and your 15 grand comp.
Yep.
You really summed that up. One of the other things that you talked about was the CMA. Is that part of your letterbox drop? You do a CMA?
Yep, so that's 4 times a year.
Yeah.
Yep.
How big's the CMA? How many pages?
It's an 8-page reporter as well.
It's got comparable sales.
Yep. So we talk about the Brisbane average,
Yeah.
the suburb average,
Yeah.
the lowest price, the highest price, the growth, the location of the buyers. Are they within 5 kilometres, 5 kilometres to 100 kilometres, or are they interstate? So we grab a lot of details. We even talk about the best times that open homes are being run, where we'll see the most amount of buyers, the price ranges of where we're seeing more buyers, and then we have 4 pages of just comparable homes and their sale price and what they've got.
Okay, so we're talking about maybe another agent out there is doing a CMA, but what Chris is talking about is doing a 10 out of 10 CMA versus 6 out of 10 CMA, having evidence-based data, drilling into information that other people aren't giving them, and that is increasing the interrupt value of people, because they're starting to say, hang on a second, this guy here, he's at a different level of versus the competitors. Your Santa letter had me really interested. The fact that I've got kids myself.
Definitely.
Can you tell the viewers about Santa?
Yeah, look, the Santa letter, I got that idea. We were at Wagga Wagga Airport, and my little niece was there, and she came up with me with a shopper docket. And on the back it had Santa letter, and it was for $19.95. You sent the information to these people, and they would send a Santa letter to the person. And I looked at that as a marketing point of view, and I'm like, that's absolute gold. So I got it from a shopper docket. And I thought, how can I turn that idea and put it into real estate? And so what we do is we just do a direct mail letter to the entire area, and we word it so if a kid does read it, you know, it's sort of like, hey guys, it's Chris here from All Properties Group. We've been really lucky. We've got a direct line straight to Santa, and he's asked if any of the kids would like a letter from us and Mrs. Claus and Rudolph. Just send in your information, blah blah blah, and we make it easy with our audience to get in touch with us, because we often find, I don't think many people want to talk to a real estate agent because of the way we are. They think that we're going to, are you going to be selling your home, Tom? Yeah. You know, so we make it easy. So text us, email us. Like, you don't have to have real direct contact with us. So I make it as many ways possible for them to get in touch with us where it's not intrusive. Then we've got the data, goes into the database. Okay. We then send the letters. It's then printed on, I didn't explain here, but we print it on computer paper, like Santa paper or Christmas paper or something like that. And all we do is we have the same letter, and we just change their top name. Dear Bradley, it's Mr. and Mrs. Claus, Rudolph and all the reindeers. We're so excited. We're going to be coming to Druvale in 24 days. You've been a great kid this year. Look for all your presents, blah, blah, blah. Look forward to it. Love, Santa.
So it's just a one pager.
One page, and it's just printed on the computer in our office, and it's on Christmas paper. It's put in the envelope. The envelope's handwritten, and it's really like kid handwriting. I actually give it to my wife's mum. She's really good at that. She writes all the envelopes, so she gets a really sore hand. I don't have time to do it, and then it's posted.
Okay, and when are they done?
The direct mail piece goes out to ask for it, end of October, early November. So then we've got enough time, and they've got enough time to get it back to us. But the letters are sent 1st of December. 1st
of December. So, well, it's an opportune time for this time of the year. And is this a confidential letter that anyone can? Can I get a copy of it?
Mate, I'll send it to you. Yeah. Anyone. If anyone from your blog wants the letter.
Beautiful. Okay, well, if I get a copy of it and have it on as this thing goes out, we'll make sure we'll have it on there. Now, Chris, I want to...
Can I just finish 1 minute, Tom?
Sure.
The point of the letter is, on the new year, ring them back.
So...
This is where you build a relationship with them, Tom.
Okay. So you said something really good. You've made it easy for them to make contact with you.
Yep.
And then what you're doing is you're looking at building a relationship.
Definitely.
And now you've earned the right
to ring them back. Yeah. But I'm not ringing them back, Tom, and saying, hey, it's Chris here, All Properties Group. Do you want to sell your home?
What do you call?
Tom, it's Chris from All Properties Group. How you going? Yeah, really good, thanks, Chris. How was your Christmas? Yeah, it was great. And the kids, they had a good day? Yeah. Look, I'm just giving you a courtesy call. Did Ryan receive his letter? Yeah, he did, Chris. It was fantastic. You should have seen his face when he opened it up. You know, he's never got anything like that. I said, did you get any photos or anything? Yeah, we did. Would you mind sending them to me? I'd love to see his little face. Stuff like that.
I mean, to me, that's relationship calling. That's not prospect calling.
No.
That's not cold calling.
No.
That's And you said something really good. If you win the kids, you win the families.
You
or
win the
something.
business.
You win the business.
Definitely.
Because kids are such basically, I mean, I listened to your story and about your own personal experience with parents and foster parents,
Yep.
and the way your connection to your child, and that is the way that everyone feels about their kids. It's it's an intrinsic part of their heart. You talked about having world-class open homes.
Yep.
What's a world-class open home, Chris?
World-class open home to me is being approachable, being professional, standing out from the crowd, and following up. It's pretty simple.
Yeah. Well, I listened to your follow-up process.
Yep.
I've got to tell you, like, I think most of the real estate industry is probably, if we called your process 10
Yep.
out of 10, most of the real estate industry would be 2 to 3 out of 10.
Probably.
Okay. Can you just give us the top line view of what that process looks like from
For the
open
follow-up?
house? Yeah, the follow-up.
Okay. We'll talk about the seller first.
Yeah.
With the sellers, week one, we always leave a thank you card for
Right.
our sellers. It's all about our sellers because they're the ones that are paying us at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Week two, we'll leave a box of chocolates.
Yeah.
Week three, we'll shout them dinner for the night.
Yeah.
Okay. And week four, we'll leave some sports bottles just for the kids. We've got some drink bottles. Just leave something for the kids.
They're your existing vendors. That's what they're getting.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they've got dogs, we leave orange dog bowls as well. But
Yeah.
I didn't have enough time to say everything. But and if they do have kids, we just leave like chup chups.
Yeah.
We'll put two, cross them over each other, put them on their pillow with a little thank you, little post-it note.
Yeah.
Thanks, buddy, for keeping your room so clean this week. You know, the kids love it. Kids absolutely love it. So we try and become, and I think this is how I'm going to build my business, is more and more of my business is just referral, because I'm just a human. I'm not a real estate agent. Yeah, I'm there to do the business and get the best price and to sell it quickly, but we actually do care.
Yeah.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, I think a lot of people just care about the $20,000 commission check.
Yeah.
If I sell the home and make the money, that's a bonus.
Yeah.
You know, there's some heartbreaking stories, and there's some people that I now class as friends that we've built from that relationship that, you know, we have for dinner, we go out for dinner with, and that wouldn't have happened.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just a whole part of the process.
What does it look like for the buyers?
For the buyers,
For
yeah.
the buyers, yeah. Let's talk about the buyers. What does
Yep.
world-class open house look like for the buyers?
Yep, they get an automatic SMS
Yeah.
straight away. Sometimes we do it while they're still in the house.
And at the house, you're actually giving away things too. I noticed that you have Chris Gilmour water.
Yep. We've got a lot of stuff that we do give away. But follow-up will be an SMS straight away to the text.
Yeah.
It'll
Same
say-
day?
Within a minute.
Right.
Yeah, straight away. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
As the buyer leaves the property?
Yeah, as soon as they're walking out, we hit a button.
Right.
Yeah, we've got that the technology to do
Right.
it nowadays. So it just says, "Dear Tom, just wanted to thank you for coming to our open home. It was a pleasure meeting you. Cheers, Chris Gilmour." That's it. And the look that they give you, some wave to you, thanks for the text, no worries, no problem.
So it's the same text?
yeah,
Automated?
same text,
Yeah.
every person.
Right.
Yep, just the name changes.
Are you at an open, have you got an assistant at the open
Yeah,
with you?
always two people at an open home,
Right.
definitely.
Okay, and open homes for you is purely a new listing acquisition strategy, isn't it? That's why you're running open homes, because you sell property, taking buyers out to property, but you use open homes as lead generators.
Yeah, it's prospecting.
Right.
It's,
Can I also talk about your pre-listing kit, which to me seems to be a big part of the process, and
Definitely.
it seems to be again drop dead gorgeous type box.
Yep.
How much does it cost?
the boxes are like $1.40.
Right.
It's a lingerie box from China.
Yeah. And
That's
what's it got in there?
What we've got in there is we ribbon it up, so it's like a parcel. They have to unwrap it, lift it off. But inside, the very top thing is a packet of Tim Tams and the seller survey, and it's got a little post-it note that says, "Please fill out this questionnaire prior to our meeting." So it's all questions related to them. What do they love about the home? Why did they buy the home? What do they love about the area? What was their experience like when they brought it? Would they have paid more? Would they have paid less? Blah blah blah. And it's a good way, and that's my whole listing. When I get in there, I just open it up and I just go through it, and that's what we talk about. Inside is a notepad, a pen, the CMA. We have the listing authority pre-filled out with all their names, with all the sign here stickers as well. And during the call for the appraisal call, I'll always ask, is there kids? or any pets also in the decision of selling your home.
Right.
And if they've got kids, we'll then put in some Chupa Chups and some balloons, depending on their age. And if they've got dogs, then we put in the Chupa Chups.
Right.
No, the Smacko dog rolls.
Right.
If they've got cats, they get nothing.
Right. Okay. So dog owners,
Yep.
They're part of the deal.
Yep.
Kids are part of the deal.
Yep.
Cat lovers.
Sorry.
Okay, you just get Chris Gilmour.
There you get Tim Tams.
Right.
You still
Tim
get
Tams.
something.
Those Tim Tams I noticed you talked about. You get the ones that have got 5 in a pack.
Yep.
Do people eat them and open them or?
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. When I open it up, I always, as soon as I walk into the home, I say, "Guys, have you got the orange box that was delivered to you?" Blah blah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Open up and I go, "Guys, and the Tim Tams, are they in the fridge?" And they're like, "No, Chris, we ate them." I said, "Guys, there was 5 of them. There's 4 of you. There's 1 of me. We're meant to eat these while we're talking, and it's just an icebreaker.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Again, I'm not just walking in and going, "Show me your house."
Yeah, yeah.
I want to list your home. It's just
Do
slowly.
you find, Chris, with your listing presentations, do you find that, are you doing a tour of the property first, or are you sort of sitting and chatting with them first?
No, I take control. As soon as we walk in, I knock. I never push the doorbell. I take a step back. They open up. I ask, "May I come in?" Always ask for that permission. Of course, take shoes off, walk in. As soon as I get in, I go, "Guys, if you don't mind, do you have the orange box?" That was, "Yeah, yep, sure." They always lead you to the table. It's always on the kitchen table. Go there, open it up and go, "Guys, now what I'd like you to do is just give me a tour of the property. I'm going to take some notes. Once we've got these notes, we'll sit down and we'll go through this."
Yeah.
So the tour goes for about 20 minutes. We open every door, every cupboard. We open the dishwasher, the pantry, the whole lot. We absolutely just really go into every bit of detail of the home. The whole time we're looking for things that we can talk about, if there's movies or posters, or the kids might have One Direction. And I go, "Okay, so this room we won't be taking photos of." Why? What's wrong? Well, we've got One Direction. No, and we just always just have general chit chat. Sit down. The only then thing I talk about first up is price.
So it is not a topic that you sort of try and wiggle out of. You actually go into it First thing.
Yep.
If you think in your mind it's an $800,000 property, what's that conversation look like?
Basically, the seller survey.
Yeah.
I've already got price out of them prior to the phone call.
Yeah. Is this
then
over the phone?
Over the phone.
Yeah.
Always get a price.
Can I ask what's your greatest question on getting price over the phone?
Yeah, my script.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I'm no good on scripts and dialogues. I'm not like you, Tom. But basically, I'll always just say to them, "Now, guys, if I was to bring a buyer through with a blank check tomorrow, how much would you want for your home?"
Okay.
And they will go, if they're cagey, they won't. That's why I'm ringing you, Chris.
Yeah.
That's your job. Okay. So do you think your home might be in between the 350 to 400, damn well knowing it's a $600,000 home? I know my area and I know where they live. As soon as they tell me their address, I know their home straight away. And it almost offends them. "Oh, no way. No, it wouldn't be that low. We were more thinking 6 to 650. Bingo, got it."
Okay.
If I can't get it there, the seller survey asks it. And we find that no one lies on forms when you're filling out a form. It's just
What's the question in the seller survey?
Same question.
Same question.
Yep.
Okay. So generally speaking, by the time you're talking price at a listing presentation, you've had a go at trying to extract their figure in their
Yep.
mind over the phone. If not, there's some seller survey that they would have filled out of the pre-listing
Yep.
kit. So you've gone through a process.
Yep, definitely. Yep.
Okay. You don't always list them there and there, though you've got an incredible success rate. I think the number you were talking
98%.
98%
Yep.
if they come on the market
Yep.
and you get called in,
Yep.
which is quite an extraordinary
Yep.
conversion rate. Tell us about the ones that you don't sign up there and then.
Yep.
There's a thing called the selling proposal.
Yeah, definitely.
What's
Yep.
what's that?
Yeah, basically it's a 14-page report.
Yeah.
It's just got we sort of look at it as like a quote. A tradesperson comes and they give you a report. This is what they're going to do. With the new kitchen or whatever. I think to myself, real estate's no different. We've got a product and we need to sell.
Yeah.
So I then talk about the market.
Yeah.
I then have another list of comparable sales.
Yeah.
I then talk about market share.
Yeah.
And I list the other 4 agents. I have a 73% market share.
Yeah.
My second competitor is 4%, 3%, 2%, 2%.
Is this in the suburb that you?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, and I find that very, very strong. Okay, so if they are going to get the Ray Whites or the LJ Hooker, they can clearly see who has got the market share.
Right.
Okay, and we've got the stat from the website to prove it. If they ever do question it, we've got it there. But so that's very powerful. I then talk about, again, reiterating the marketing and why we do it.
Yeah.
I then have a 60-day calendar, and in each box it has all the information on what I do on that day, who's going to get the phone call, when they'll get the phone call, when they'll get the SMS, when the open homes book, when the buyers are called back, when the open homes are booked. So they can pretty much just see, it's like a service guarantee sort of thing, that they're going to see this is what happens behind the scenes. Then talks again about behind the scenes. Well, this is the steps. We then sign the paperwork. This will be booked. This will be booked. Your signboard will go up on this day. Blah blah blah. That's really it. Normally we don't have to use it, but I've got it there just in case, because we don't win them all.
Right. Okay. And the selling the selling proposal goes out the day after.
No, straight away.
Straight away.
Straight away.
And what's your next point of contact? You call them?
No. So this is where I'm really different. I'm very like Matt Steinway. Like
Right.
we're very just chilled, laid back. We're not pushy salespeople. We don't follow people through the homes and open homes. We stand at the front door and let them just do their own thing.
Yeah.
You know, my job, or I believe our job as agents, is to sell ourselves to get the listing.
Yeah.
Once you've got the listing, the house sells itself.
Yeah.
You just got to market it right, price it right.
Yeah.
It's really simple. So that's I have really no other form of contact after that.
Okay. So you find a lot of people call you after the selling proposal?
Yeah, to be honest, Tom, most of the time we clinch them then and there.
They're in there.
Yeah.
One-step listing presentation, is it?
Yeah, I'm not back twice. No, I don't have time.
Okay. Chris, today I think you started off your presentation and you talked, you really simplified it. And I think the real estate agent in 2013, 2014, that has the most simplest, easiest message to understand and makes it easy for a vendor to say yes, gets the business.
Yeah.
There was 4 or 5 key things that you talked about. Honesty was a big one, not just with the vendor but with yourself.
Yep, definitely.
What were the other things that you
Yeah, honesty is the number one thing. You know, like you listen to John McGrath and he talks about a couple of things. Do business with integrity, passion and energy.
Yeah.
You know, and I think you're very around that model as well too. And I think that's probably just, and if you do it with integrity,
Yeah.
you're just going to get a great name for yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And business gets easier every year you're in real estate. Like, I'd hate to be starting in real estate right now
Yeah.
because it is so tough. But once you're past that 1 year, 18 months,
Yeah.
you're not new anymore. You should be established and you should be starting to kick on from there, because I can't wait to be in this industry 20 years, how easy it's going to be for me.
Yeah.
Because you put in the hard yards, but if you stay true and honest, because at the end of the day in real estate, all you've got is your name.
Yeah.
You blow that reputation, you are gone. Pack up, move interstate.
Yeah.
Where no one knows you.
Yeah.
Start
Yeah.
again.
All right, Chris. The other things that you talked about that you, so most of the things here, like you can show someone what to do, you can show them how to do it, but you can't make them want to do it. And as we're sitting here today, there's other people in that room listening to another speaker at the moment, and there's going to be people talking over the next day. Chris, you summed it up when you said it's not a complicated job, real estate, is it?
No, we do complicate it. You know, agents have given agents bad names. It's not the public. It's us that have done that. So, but it's not hard. Prospect, list, and sell. Like, I think every trainer in Australia tells you the same 3 things. Every seminar I've gone to, we all got the same message.
Why do you think that you're in that small group of people that actually writes the 7 figures?
Easy.
Tell me.
I want it.
Were you born like that?
I don't know. Was it? I'm a competitive bugger.
Right.
Definitely.
So you're saying is
I want to be the best.
You want to be that's a goal.
That's it. Matt Steinway stood up there and said he wants to be the world's best real estate agent.
Right.
Well, I do too, Matt.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I just want it.
On that note, Chris, I'm going to say you in that presentation you said, listen, you want to be the next John McGrath.
Yep.
The way that you're going, mate, I think you're going to be the first Chris Gilmour.
Yeah, I hope so. I definitely hope so, Tom.
Thank you so much.
No worries at all.
Thanks,
mate.